sit down and start to read. 20 minutes in a day is all you need. Work together, adding miles up every day. J.J. Harris is traveling around the USA, reading our way across the USA. Reading our way across the USA. Reading our way across the USA. Reading our way across the USA.
Good morning, Tigers. Miss Melina here. Now it's time for our Reading Our Way Across the USA update. Did we make it to New Orleans? What's our next destination? Let's find out. Congratulations! We made it! We rocked our reading minutes last week. So, now that we're here, let's learn all about the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana, home of Mardi Gras, jazz, and the best darn food you'll ever eat. The French Quarter is a historic district in New Orleans, Louisiana, located right over here. The French Quarter is the oldest part of New Orleans. The original 20 blocks that form the fledgling city of New Orleans were laid out in 1721. Despite its name, you won't find many French buildings in the French Quarter. As a result of the Great Fires at the end of the 18th century, most of the original French buildings were reduced to rubble. The graceful red brick buildings sport beautiful cast-iron balconies, an architectural element that has almost become synonymous with the French Quarter. There's a popular saying in New Orleans, "Laissez le bon temps rouler," which means, let the good times roll. In New Orleans, life is a party. Perhaps that's why the Mardi Gras is held here. 1.2 million people attended Mardi Gras festivities last year, 3.5 times the population of New Orleans. The city of New Orleans spends $3.3 million on Mardi Gras each year. It sees a return of $4.48 for every public dollar spent. New Orleans is known to be the place where voodoo was introduced into the U.S. Spooky. One of the most prominent figures of New Orleans was Marie Laveau, an oracle who performed numerous exorcisms and voodoo rituals and who became widely known as the Voodoo Queen back in the 1800s. If there's one thing that New Orleans is famous for in terms of gastronomy, that is certainly the Creole cuisine. Jambalaya and king cake to die for. Did you know they hide a little plastic baby in there? Another food the city is famous for are the beignets. Beignets are New Orleans' signature sweet, and they are made from deep-fried dough sprinkled with sugar. Whether it's the buildings, the music, history, or the food, New Orleans is a popular tourist destination. Miss Giuliano, Dr. Brown, and Miss Bradbury have all visited there. Well, that's all for this week. Remember to read, read, read. Tell your friends we can't do it without them. Next week we're headed to Graceland Mansion in Tennessee. Any minutes that you read over spring break will count double. We will need to travel 434 miles to get there after spring break. I know you can do it. Remember, you can check out where we've been and where we're headed right now, right outside the library.